have environmental issues. We have street hawking, young children who hawk every day. It's a big issue in Edo State. So if you call yourself an APC youth, you love Governor Obaseki, you love what he's doing in Edo State, what you should be doing as a youth is, there's nothing wrong with youths coming out, APC young people, APC youths. There's nothing wrong with you coming out every weekend, organize yourself and clean up Edo State. We have done it before. There's nothing wrong with APC youths coming out every weekend to clean up Edo State, despite the fact that we have a Ministry of Environment. But our little contribution to the development of the state can go a long way. There's nothing wrong with if APC youth comes out once in a while to take statistics of street hawkers. Many young children who are supposed to be in school, they are on the streets, homeless, learning. There's nothing wrong if APC youth in Edo State comes out to start taking statistics of young people who go hawking, to present it to our governor and say, Governor, this is the list of young people in the street. This is what we can do to solve this problem. That's how you support your governor. So when I go online, I see young men, young women out there shouting every day, Governor Obaseki must finish. Governor Obaseki, come on, man. Use that time to show the world what the governor has achieved. All right, so on that note, I'm going to tell you why I have reevaluated why we should support the governor more. All right, I am not an APC member. I am not a PDP member, but I can choose to support any individual regardless of the party, because truly it is not the party that makes the change. It is the individual that makes the change, because at the end of the day, the same people who were in APC are in PDP. PDP are in APC. So the political party do not make a difference. The individual, the act of kindness, the vision, the commitment is what's going to make a difference. And after I listened to this video, I came to my conclusion. Please watch this. Okay, so I saw a video of Governor Obaseki.
That in a state where we have one party ruling and that has all the 24 seats in the House of Assembly, we have this kind of a crisis. Totally embarrassing. And at the center, we have our own person who's supposed to superintend this. So if your children are fighting and you cannot come and say, this you must settle them, then what authority do you have?
That's a good point. That's a good point by the governor. If your children are fighting and you have the authority to settle them, and you are not able to settle them, then you are not a good father. I don't care who you are. If your children, if you are a father and you play a positive role to both children, your children are fighting, you are not able to bring your children together, you are not a good father. All right, let's continue.
So I have said it, that at the end of the day, I will have one mandate to serve Edo people. And as long as God has given me this opportunity, I will not allow Edo State to be a pawn in anybody's political chess game.
I will not allow Edo State to be a pawn on anybody political game. That's a very, very key word. I will not allow Edo State to be used. I don't know who is using Edo State. I'm not a politician. I don't know what goes on in politics, but I'm only going by what the governor came out to publicly say. And that's what I've expected from him. I have expected the governor to man up. I have expected the governor to speak his mind. I have expected the governor to seek for support. There's no question that Dion Osagie has the most diaspora followers. 90% of Edo people in diaspora support our work. 90% of those people in diaspora knows my capacity. It means that if I choose to support Governor Obaseki, he is definitely going to win the election. It's a simple mathematics. They support their family back home. No person in diaspora will say, vote, call your family, vote Obaseki. And if they don't do it, it can be a problem. Because we are the major source of income to our families back home. So I have always told the governor, I have always made him proposal that they should carry the Edo people in diaspora along, because we have a big strength. The Edo people in diaspora have a very, very big strength. That is why I created Edo Diaspora Summit. The proposal should still be with the governor. I submitted it through the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs, Arts and Culture, Commissioner Aero. Edo Diaspora Summit was a program for the Edo in diaspora to connect with their governor. It is never too late to make a change. Let's continue.
For me, I keep asking the question, what have I done wrong? What is my offense? That they want to now get people to come and disrupt, create confusion in the state? The only thing they have said is that I refuse to share money. That is
all right. The only thing they have said is I refuse to share money. For a governor to publicly come out to tell us what they are accusing him of, then I think there's an element of truth there. Once again, I'm not a politician. I'm just analyzing based on what the governor publicly came out to tell us. That's because the pressure on him was too much. The pressure on Obaseki was too much. That is why he came out to tell us that they want him to share Edo money. No sensible governor will come out to give us such a fake rumor. So let's continue.
That is the only. I said, what have I done wrong? They said I refuse to share money. I am not taking care of the people who brought me into office. I said, 300,000 Edo people voted for me to be governor. If I do for everybody, if I do for the people, everybody will benefit.
All right. So the governor said people are saying that he is not giving money to those who brought him in power, and I think that's true. I think that's true because I am a friend to some friends who are members of the APC who work extremely hard to bring Obaseki in power. And that is the same complaint many young people, many politicians are saying, Obaseki don't share money. But it's wrong. Obaseki is an American like me. We understand the purpose of governance. We have to govern. I don't have anything against Obaseki. For those of you who keep saying I don't like the governor, I think I love the governor more than anybody in Edo State. The only thing I say about the governor, please fix well road. Please do this. Let's help the market women. Let's help the children. I think that's the responsibility of every youth to advocate for their community. You will never see me as an individual insulting the governor. Ogun will kill you. This and that. No, you don't do that. At the end of the day, the governor is still the chief security officer. Yes, you can criticize for the things you don't like, but they are what we call constructive criticism. Obaseki said he only has one mandate, and his mandate is to serve Edo people. I mean, that could be true. That may be true. When I look at the speech, when I look at him, I see somebody talking from a very, very honest place. When I look at Obaseki as an individual, not as a political party, please don't get me wrong, because many of you knows how to change the topic. Obaseki, not as a politician, as an individual, I see a very, very honest man who has a passion to effect a change in his state, who have a passion to make his community grow. I am very, very confident that Obaseki, if Obaseki have a chance to truly look at our work, he's going to love every bit of it. I truly believe that if Obaseki has a chance to look into what we do every day at the Godwin Foundation, he's going to be so much in love with it, and he's going to give us money to continue the work, because this is what he wants. I remember December 2018 on Christmas Day, I was driving through Ring Road. I saw a heap of trash at Ring Road. I made a video. If you go back on Christmas Day, you see that video. There was a heap of trash at Oba Market. I made a small video and sent it to the governor. I told the governor, I said, Governor, this is Christmas Day. We should not have trash in the city center. The governor replied and told me, send me a number to the Commissioner of Environment. The governor of Edo State sent me a number to the Commissioner of Environment and told me to call her. So it means that that little act alone shows me that the governor truly wants the best for the people. But the people the governor is working with are weak links. The people the governor is working with, the commissioners, the SSA, Some of them, I'm not going to say all of them, some of them are very, very weak link. They do not have what it takes to represent their governor. The governor cannot be everywhere. That's the simple truth. The governor cannot attend to meetings. The governor cannot go to check the road project. The governor cannot move around. That's why in every ministry, there's a duty. In every ministry, there is a duty. The duty of a ministry of environment is to make sure Edo is clean. The Ministry of Women Affairs is to make sure everything, because there are people who are giving portfolio, there are people who are giving money to fix this. Ministry of Education, there's a minister or a commissioner that is supposed to take care of schools. Let me check some comments. All right, so there are ministries for every project in Edo State. So if this ministry are not doing their work, we cannot really blame the leaders. Okay, for example, Dion Osagie, Godwin Foundation, the biggest organization in South. I'm very proud to say that our organization is the biggest non-profit organization in the whole of South. We are the biggest in Edo State. We have the most followers on all social media platforms. Watching us right now on this platform, we have close to 100,000 followers. That's a huge number. We have the biggest followership on any platform on social media in Edo State. It's a good tools to project Edo. What we are doing is projecting Edo State. So I think that we should focus more on the people who are assigned to do the job than always insulting our governor, always criticizing our governor. People make us look bad. I have about 7 staff working at the Godwin Foundation. Akoda is my program director. If we have a project to execute and I give Akoda the project, Akoda is not able to execute on time, you cannot blame me for it. You cannot blame me for assigning a project to someone and they are not able to execute it on time. That's the same case with Obaseki and his commissioners. Obaseki is a commissioner, is a governor. He has his aides and his commissioners. If there's a problem on the road, on the streets, or social problem, we need to blame the commissioner. Because at the end of the day, as a state commissioner, you do not really need the governor to get your job done. Like the Ministry of Women Affairs, which is also our ministry, there's so much funding. You said US Development Organization. There are corporate bodies around the state that can support the ministry. Ministry of Sports, which we also are a part of that ministry. We have a Go Sport, where every Saturday we take children to go and play at the park. The Edo State Ministry of Sport do not have one initiative to project Edo. Ministry of Agriculture, how many youths is the Commissioner of Agriculture in Edo State? How many youths are they empowered with a small or a soft loan to start a farm project? You don't need the governor to do that. So on that very note, I am giving my solidarity support to the governor of Edo State. When I'm in London, when I'm in Italy this weekend, I'm going to have a meeting with some of my escrow members, some of the leader of our Godwin Foundation, to see how we can fully support the governor, because Edo State is not for sale. Edo State is all our collective benefit. Edo State is not for sale. All my Godwin followers around the world, especially Iye Utete, who continue to criticize the governor, I want you to know that I am standing with the governor and I want the criticism to stop today. I'm challenging you, if you love Dion Osagie, to make a live video to support the governor. Let's give him a chance, guys. Let's give Governor Obaseki a chance. A governor that was able to redeem his pledge for our boy, Razali. The governor can be trusted because he was able to redeem his pledge for our boy, Razali. On that note, after careful analyzing the governor, what he's trying to do, the governor is oppressed. The governor is oppressed by those who put him in there. The governor is oppressed. Maybe that's why he's not being effective. But if you look at the man, you will see an honest man. Truth be told. When you look at Obaseki, you will see an honest man. I have seen Obaseki. I've met Obaseki 3 times. You know, the little saga we had in Belgium was not intentional. Somebody provoked me. I never disrespected the governor, and I will never disrespect the governor. Somebody provoked me. I was just trying to do my live stream. Somebody kept pushing me, and I was provoked. Despite I have written an apology letter to him, I want to re-apologize again to you, Our Excellency, that my action was never to disrespect you. If you remember very well, immediately I walked into the room, I came to you and shook your hand. So those people, those God-sent family who are insulting the governor, please, for the fact that you love Dion Osagie, I need you to stop. We need to support our own. Yes, we need to support our own. I strongly believe that Obaseki can move Edo State forward if he has the right team. Recently, we did an analysis on the commissioners that is needed and that are not doing their job. And Obaseki fired 8 commissioners recently. Obaseki fired 8 commissioners, and that's very good. So I don't know if they listen to our video, like the commissioner of mineral and water, something. There's no water in those states. Everybody create their water. That ministry should be scrapped. So we analyzed. If you watch that video, let me see if you saw that video. If you saw that video where I analyzed every ministry in those states. A month later, the governor looked at the video, I'm sure, and scrapped those because we make sense. If you call yourself a commissioner of environment, you are not able to keep Benin City Center. You are not able to keep Benin City Center clean, then you are a failed commissioner. There's no way to look at it. There should be no single trash in Benin City. Ring Road, Upper Palace, Akokpaba, everywhere should be kept clean. If you are a commissioner of agriculture, you are not able to empower a few youths from the University of Benin, then you are not a good commissioner. So that being said, I want to encourage you to support our governor, and we are going to come out big. We are going to come out big to show the governor that we are truly a global brand, not just talking online. You know, I am not a APC member. Be very clear. I am not a APC member. I am not a PDP member. I'm in no political party, but I am supporting an individual, the governor, who has a good heart to move Edo State forward, and he must do everything possible to make sure that the people that he is working with have the same mindset with him. So people just want to go there, collect a little money, and go. Big shout out to my man, Osemige Ero. Commissioner Ero is doing his best. Commissioner Ero is the only active commissioner that I have seen in Edo State. Very, very active, but he has not been so active in the diaspora community because he has the tourism, arts and culture in diaspora. He has not been very active in that. But we can assist. We can assist to make sure that every Edo person globally come together and project Edo State. That's why we created Edo in Diaspora Summit, a summit we can have every year. If you go to Ghana, Ghana has it. Ghana Diaspora Summit. The president always come there. These are great ideas. This year alone, about 5 Edo persons that I know, I have attended 5 burials of Edo people abroad. It is important that the Edo State Ministry of Diaspora have a list of those people who die abroad. Send the family a condolence. It will work. Let the Edo people in diaspora know that the government of Edo State cares about them. When we have somebody who dies in diaspora, the government should send a note to the family in Benin or abroad that we are aware of the person who died, our heart is with. Little things like that can make the people love the government more. We should not forsake the Edo people living in diaspora. All right?